All right, everybody, welcome back. We're getting to work. It is finally metal flare day. We're going to turn this ugly heap of junk, big cut arch, into beautifulness. Let me show you what I'm starting out with. So I bought these pre-made stamped arches off of eBay. They're all right. It's just to kind of give me a starting platform. And I slimmed them down. You can see that I cut probably, here, let me overlap them. I cut quite a bit off, but here, let's go put them to the car. So you can't, I mean, you get a little bit of the idea, but just trust the process. It's going to be very, it's going to be very suctioned to the tire. It's going to be really good. Let's get cracking. Oh, hold on really quick. I didn't film a bunch of this because it was kind of just a stressful process. I basically redid the entire interior. So let me show you that. I painted the floor. I got all the sound deadening out, put some pictures in. And I made a back panel delete and I put sound deadening in between to block out the trunk, so hopefully that'll be better, but here it is. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe if I put it in 0.5. Here, 0.5, you can kind of get a better view of everything. So this is a single piece that I cut. I cut out a piece of cardboard to get that round shape, and then I folded it down, and then I got a separate piece of cardboard to get that cut. And kind of hard to explain, but did that in one piece, riveted it in, painted the floors all white. And actually for the paint, I just used Rust-Oleum roller paint. It actually worked pretty well. But there's also something else I want to show you that I'm pretty proud of. This is an exhaust transmission tunnel. So my exhaust is tucked up in this tunnel, making it super tucked underneath. No more scraping points. I'll put some additional photos and pictures on, maybe some videos if I have some, of when I did all that work. But here's another view of the interior. Yeah. So race car. I'm trying to get some floor mats. I want to get the Iron Cross Moon Eyes floor mats. So if anyone has some, let me know. But yeah, very happy with how that turned out. Okay, now let's get to work. All right, so I finally have, well, I have that side cut. I just cut this one to match. So I'm going to need, like the other side, I need to trim off a bunch of the surf line there, and right there, this stuff, so I can perfectly sit in a round arch, and then I'm gonna have to construct the surf line back into it later. Ugh. All right, so I've made some discoveries that this car is made of fiberglass and Bondo. No actual metal. This is all rotted. I have some good metal towards the out. Why is it not focusing? I have some good metal towards the outside. Hopefully some on the inside. But I basically pen on the ground really hard. This random scrap piece of metal. Boom. That should hopefully give me enough to have this arch grab onto. It's not pretty, but it'll do the job. You won't even see it. It's gonna get covered with a bunch of Bondo just like the whole rest of this car. Look at how thick this Bondo is. Kidding me? Now I don't feel as bad doing this. All right. Kind of forgot to record some stuff. All I did was I basically, I think I showed you. Yeah, I showed you. I made this, you know, plate that I kind of had to make because, you know, it was just so rotted. So I just welded it along there so this had something to grab to. But here's the metal arch. Very nice, very nice. Oh yeah. So I'll end up taking these sharp corners and doing my best to follow this line and blend it in, because it's obviously not perfectly a half circle, but we're getting there. I'll keep you updated. All right, now you can see I've tapered my edges to follow the actual arch line and make it look like it's supposed to be there. But yeah, now before we keep tack welding, we have a whole other side to do. Before we continue and pull the car back up here, I must clean. New day, next day. Arches are as you saw them last, but now right there I have to construct the rest of the surf line. That is a little bit of a difficult part, so I'm going to be taking this scrap metal that I have right here. It's a very ugly piece of scrap metal, but I'm going to cut a spot that like doesn't have anything and grind it off or whatever. But I need to make this shape. It's going to be a little difficult. I'm sure we'll be able to get it done. And then we'll grind down the welds and then just get this in primer so it doesn't surface rust. I don't want that to happen. All right, so I now have this metal shape. That should perfectly fill in this little area right here, and let's get it welded up. All right, keep in mind this may not be the prettiest looking, but I did fill in the gap with this guy. Obviously, body filler will be involved with this. I just gave it a rough grind down. It's pretty y'all. All right, now to copy paste to the other side. Trick right here. There was a gap on top and I made this relief cut and I hammered it in so it bent in and I was able to weld it right there. That of course will just get body worked, but very cool. Excuse the squeaking, that's the mail truck. All right, now we go to Home Depot to buy some primer. Secured the primer. I almost just tripped over a curb block. Look at that little guy over there. Boop. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised about how not much it scrapes after doing the whole exhaust raise and everything. The drive is just crazy, being so bumpy and everything, and maybe if I can get over that, then I can continue driving this low. I'm thinking about putting in a spring. I don't know yet, but it can't not look good. All right, we are back at home. Let's get this primered, shall we? One more cut.
Sunday morning, I walk into my room, and I have no idea what to do.
All right, there we have it. Arches are painted. Very cool. Very stoked about this. I figured I'd, end the video at the point of just welding and priming so you guys don't have to wait all the way till I end up body working these, which I don't know how long that'll be. Yeah, imagine there being a chin right there. I take it off because when I jack up the rear, the front totally hits, so I can't have the chin on. But yeah, very happy with this. Still not perfect yet. There's gonna need to be a little bit more shaping, like on the arch part, but I'd say that's a pretty good effort for a first time ever doing a metal arch. on a Surfline car. Yeah, like see how that kind of doesn't smoothly. Probably gonna reshape that a little bit. Still very cool. All right, all back safe and sound in the garage. All right, that will conclude our metal arch making episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.